I left without looking back. Don't do this, my mom said. I kept walking. Then hours later, my phone lit up. Panic everywhere. And I knew why. I didn't realize how much of my life wasn't actually mine until I stepped outside of it. Growing up in Salem, everything in our house somehow ended up on me. Not officially. No one ever said it out loud. It just became normal that I was the one waking everyone up, feeding them, making sure Dean got out the door, calming Jade down when she got emotional, and carrying Finn around like he was my responsibility instead of my brother. My mom, Flora, was always exhausted, like she never really caught up after having all of us. My dad, Milo, worked long hours as a porter and barely had energy left when he got home. So anything that needed attention just shifted to me. At first, I didn't question it. I thought that's just what being the oldest meant. But it didn't stay small. It became everything. I missed out on things without even realizing I was missing them. No friends, no plans, no life outside of that house. And every time I tried to have something for myself, it got shut down with the same line, your family comes first. So I stopped trying. When I finally got a chance to leave, it didn't feel exciting. It felt wrong, like I was breaking something I wasn't allowed to touch. When I told them, it didn't turn into a fight. It was worse than that. My mom got quiet and asked if I was really leaving. My dad didn't understand why I couldn't just stay. And Jade looked at me and said, "So you're just selfish now?" That word followed me all the way out the door. I moved to Bend for a job at a print shop. Nothing big. Just enough to support myself. The first few days felt empty. No noise. No one asking for anything. No one calling my name. I didn't know what to do with that kind of silence. Then it started to feel peaceful. For the first time, I could come home and just sit. I didn't have to cook for 5 people or fix someone else's problem. I could just exist. And that felt strange, but also right. But the messages didn't stop. My mom kept texting that things were hard. Jade only reached out when she needed something. My dad barely said anything at all. And Finn, he was the one that got to me. One night he sent me a message that just said, "Are you coming back? Or did you leave for good?" I stared at it for a long time. I wanted to answer. I wanted to tell him I didn't leave him, that I still cared, that I was still there for him. But I didn't know if that was true anymore. Because if I said I wasn't gone, then I was still responsible for everything. And if I said I was, then I chose to leave him behind. So I didn't reply. And somehow, that felt worse than leaving the house. Now I have a life that finally feels like mine. I go to work, come home, and no one is waiting for me to fix something. No one depends on me the way they used to. I have space. I have quiet. I have choices. But every time my phone lights up, I feel it. Like I walked away from something that was never supposed to be mine in the first place, but somehow still feels like it is. And I still don't know if I set myself free, or if I left them when they needed me most.